Hey guys, Steve here, SingleDadFitDad.com. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. Today I want to talk about something really important, injury prevention. Okay, as we get older, I'm 43, as we get a little bit older, our bodies start to change, right? Things start to slow down. After years of sitting at a desk, hunched over, we have issues with our posture, lower back, shoulders, neck, just everything. Even when we have little kids, we're running around constantly chasing them, picking them up, twisting, turning, all those things. And just from the years of lack of use, a lot easier to get injured now than it was, say, 15 or 20 years ago. So really important to pay attention to a few things. And, the big thing for me is, and something I always tell my clients is, if you get hurt, we can't train. So that's always the number one priority for me is, how do we avoid getting injured? Okay, if we're going to put all this time and energy into getting into shape, why sabotage it by being careless and pulling something or getting injured and then you're done, right? So let's take a look at a couple things here that are real important. I made a list of actually 11 things to do to help you stay injury free. First one being foam rolling. I've mentioned this in the past. I'm getting ready to create a video about it, going through all the foam rolling stretches for you. Really important. If you haven't tried it or not doing it, figure out how to do it. If you don't want to watch my video that I'm going to be creating, just go on YouTube. There's a million different resources on how to foam roll properly. Very important. Okay. Secondly, dynamic warm-up. Okay, I still see it every day. People walk into the gym, throw their stuff in the locker, come right back out, boom, they're lifting weights, right? They're right into squatting, pressing, curling, whatever it is. No warm-up, okay? At the very least, do a general warm-up, which would just be, 5, 6, 7 minutes on a treadmill, elliptical row, or whatever. Just get the blood flowing through the body, okay? But more importantly is a dynamic warm-up, specific movements, lunging, squatting, rotations, okay? There's a number of things that you can do to get the muscles pumped up and really the heart rate up, and really will help you avoid pulling something when you start actually training, okay? Lift weights within your capabilities. Again, check the ego at the door. Forget about high-fiving your buddies or looking awesome, trying to be cool in the gym. Just lift within your capabilities, okay? I rarely lift heavy weights, okay? So I'll be in the gym next to 10 dudes lifting half the weight, but it doesn't matter because I see his poor form and arching of the back and just doing stupid shit. You don't need a ton of weight to get fit. You really don't. You just have to overload your muscles, that's all, okay? So check the ego at the door, okay? Form first, okay? You may be doing some kind of metabolic conditioning workout, HIIT workout, whatever. You're all about speed. That comes secondary to good, proper form. Okay, if you don't know it, learn how to do the movement. Okay, controlling it kind of tied into the form. But whatever you do, unless you're training for something specific, sports specific, something where it's all about being explosive, okay. Control your form, okay? Just, maybe as something to go by, 2 seconds, bring it down, pause for a second, 2 seconds on the way up. So, it's nice to control. This on a press, not good, okay? No workouts in the day, Olympic lifts, all that kind of stuff without proper training, okay? Don't start watching videos on YouTube or going to the CrossFit sites or watching Rich Froning, doing his stuff and try to replicate that. Snatches, cleans, jerks. Don't try to do those things without a lot of instruction. Don't just watch YouTube and say, I think I got it. Even with deadlifting, I've seen so many people deadlifting with poor form. Really bad idea. So really know what you're doing before you jump into that stuff. Okay, there's a million exercises to do without jumping into those technical, difficult movements. Okay. Train all 3 planes of motion. Okay, that's your frontal, your sagittal, and your transverse planes. Most people don't train in all 3. Frontal plane being this, like a lateral raise. Your sagittal plane would be something like this. This plane here would be like a front raise. And then a transverse plane, which is anything that's requiring you to rotate and twist. Okay, really important, especially as we get older. we've got kids, we're chasing them, and we're constantly twisting, turning, bending, ducking. You have to be efficient and proficient in all of those planes, or it's a lot easier to get injured. Okay. Train stability, strength, and power. Okay. I'm certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine, NASM. They teach what's called the OPT model, which is based on 3 principles, 3 types of training, which are stability, power, and strength. So don't just always focus on one aspect or the other. The most neglected is stability piece of it, okay? And I'll be creating some stability videos here pretty soon, but that's probably the most overlooked of the 3. People just love, especially dudes, love coming in and training strength, 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 power, 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 heavy, 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 okay? That's all well and good, but you have to have multiple different types of training to make it efficient. Okay, avoid overtraining, read your body, and if you don't, a lot of people don't really read the signs of overtraining, you'll notice that your workouts start to lag, your energy is down, your gains stop, you're kind of worn out, you're kind of losing focus. Those are all good signs, and if you're training really hard or really heavy for a prolonged period of time without enough rest, or you're not sleeping enough, or you're not eating enough, you're not eating good quality food, those things can all lead to overtraining, so be mindful of that. Once you're in overtraining mode, way easier to get injured. Okay, so when you're dragging ass in the gym and you're just kind of going through the motions, really much easier to get hurt. Okay, focus. I see this quite a bit too, is someone, not really paying attention at the gym. They're kind of checking the boxes. They've got their little chart, yes, I did 3 sets of this, I did 3 sets of this. That's not what you're looking for. You have to be present, okay? If your mind is somewhere else and you don't want to be there, don't go. My opinion, I think it's a waste of your time and it will do more harm than good. You have to be mentally prepared to train because it's all about the intensity, right? Going into and doing a shitty workout, that doesn't count, okay? You're not going to get anything out of a shitty workout. Focus, mental, be there. You should be 100% there. That's how, you get your best results. And when you're not there, it's actually funny. There's a gym I go to train one of my clients, and there's a guy always there, a young guy, he's probably 30. Every time I see him, he's sitting on a machine reading a book. And every 3 to 5 minutes, I'll hear the machine moving a little bit. He's still got his face pressed in this thing. He's not even looking, not even paying attention. And after about 20, 30 minutes, he just wanders out of the gym and that's done. I mean, there's no work out there. So, be focused, it's like I said, it's way easier to get injured when your mind is not into it. Okay, and then diet. Okay, if you're under eating, eating the wrong foods, your energy is short, your immune system is not functioning properly. There's all ways to have a worse workout and leads to, again, a lack of clarity, lack of focus. You're not interested in being there. You don't have the energy. All of those things can be attributed also to a poor diet, again, in just another way, that your body is not working optimally, and it just increases the chance of pulling something, straining something, tweaking something, or God forbid, tearing something or worse. 11 quick things, I'd love to hear back from you. If you're experiencing any of these things, if you're doing them all, great. But just let me know in the comments here, or hit me up on email, steve@singledadfitdad.com. Thanks.